I've got a great proposition for you. You're going to sell me your home, and you're going to take on all the risk in this deal and have zero upside. How's that sound? Well, I want to introduce you to a type of investment that's become very popular now called subject to or sub to loans. The way this works is you sell your house to an investor, so the deed is transferred over to their name, but the mortgage stays in your name. Does this make sense? Not really. Let me explain. This has become really popular lately due to idiot influencers and gurus. Morby is probably the name that's going to come up most. And basically the idea is they will pay you a certain amount of cash. To say you're selling a $300,000 home. They may pay you $15,000. Maybe they'll contribute another $10,000 if you have an agent who's representing you. And then they're going to take over your loan payments. So if your mortgage, maybe you locked in a low rate, is $2,000 a month, they're going to take that over. Now, here's why this is a terrible idea. First of all, your lender does not allow it. There's something called a due on sale clause in pretty much every loan, which means when you sell the property, like you're doing now, the full amount is due to the lender. So that means they can call your loan due completely at any time. What most investors who are doing the subject to scam will tell you is that, oh, it never happens. The bank doesn't care as long as the payments are being made. That's not entirely true. And I can tell you from what I'm seeing, there's going to be a lot of trouble with these deals in the near future. Here's another reason why it's a terrible idea. Basically, the investor is betting on the fact that for this $2,000 a month, they're going to be able to rent it out for maybe $2,200, $2,300 a month. And so they're going to be putting in a tenant in there, which you didn't screen, which you didn't qualify, which they very well might not have qualified. And that person can absolutely trash your property. They can stop making payments on it. And you are still going to be on the hook for that property. The buyer, that investor, they may very well say at some point, hey, this home's not worth it. Maybe they run into financial difficulties and they stop making payments. They're only out of $40,000. You may have had significant amount of equity in your home, and you are now going to be facing foreclosure. It's entirely on you. It's not their responsibility. If you sell your home, subject to, and you decide, hey, I want to go purchase another home, guess what? You can't, because the lender's going to look at your credit and they're going to see, hey, you already have a $300,000 loan. You will not be able to qualify to purchase another house. So you're pretty much stuck renting at that point.
Why would a seller do this? The truth is, it makes no sense. These investors are taking advantage of are taking advantage of what I like to call the asymmetry of knowledge. They are working in this. They understand how it works. Most homeowners find this very complicated. They've never heard of it. They're desperate sometimes to just get out of the house. And they fall prey to them. So what should you do? If you need to sell your house, the absolute best way to do it is always to put it on the market, work with a local realtor who's an expert, who's going to price it right, who's going to spend time marketing it, and that is what's always going to get you the most amount of money.